This logo is temporary. You may notice something that looks like a tail at the bottom on the logo. You might wonder what that indicates.
I'm guessing there's going to be tails. Let's find out. Hey guys, VanBjorn20 back again. Well, today's going to be my full review of Super Mario 3D Land, guys. A lot of people ask me if I bought this game. Actually, I bought it, and I bought it day one when it first came out. I actually had a hard time getting the game because I was going to get it at Walmart at midnight. And the story goes like this. I call Walmart up at midnight. They say they didn't have the game or something like that. They didn't get the shipment in. I'm all bummed out because I didn't pre-order it at GameStop because at my GameStop they don't do like midnight releases. So, I was like, oh well, I'm going to miss out on the free keychain, that GameStop was giving out. But, I wanted it at midnight to play it. So not only did I miss out on the keychain, I missed out on getting it at midnight too because Walmart did not have it. So needless to say, I was really kind of, peed off and I couldn't get the game right away. So I got it in the morning at Kmart and, to my surprise, I'm like, why didn't I go to Kmart? Kmart was right down the street. I could have probably just got the game at Kmart. But enough of that story. Let's just jump right into the review. The game starts out like this, guys. There's a big old tree that the Tanuki leaves actually, come from. And a big storm comes and blows the leaves all over and scatters them all across the world. And that's how everyone ends up with a tail. I mean, Goomba's got tails. Boo's got tails. Thwomp's got tails. I mean, there's a letter that has a tail. I mean, it seems like everything has a tail. Bowser has a Tanuki tail. You'll find that, it really is kind of weird seeing everyone with a tail. I think they kind of went a little bit overboard at giving everyone a tail. I mean, I can understand, if the storm came and blew all the leaves everywhere, that's how everyone ends up with one. But, I didn't know that until I actually played the game. But I don't know. It is kind of cool when you see like this big thwomp jump to come crashing down, and then it does like a little hover, and I'm sure a lot of girls are gonna be like, "That's cute," But it's like it's a Mario game, man. Come on now, let's not give the thwomp a hug. We're supposed to be killing that thwomp, So, anyways, what I think about the game when I first played it was, okay, this is cool, it's fun. But man, are the levels all going to be this short? I mean, really, some of the levels you start out and you can already see the flagpole. So, and what I mean by flagpole is this game literally goes back to Mario's old roots. And after you beat each stage, you have to jump on the flagpole. And if you jump at the very top of the flagpole, you get an extra life, and the flag actually turns gold. And you're going to want to get all the flags gold if you're going to want to do everything 100% in the game. So, and they actually get the gold flagpole to get to the very top. Most times, you're going to need a Tanuki tail so you can hover, so you do a long jump and hover. And that's brings me to my next point, the Tanuki tail. Super Mario Bros. 3, the Tanuki tail was just like the raccoon tail. You run and then until the P flashes, and then you can actually fly. Well, this one, you don't really fly. You can literally just do like a Yoshi hover. That's what I call it. Like Yoshi does like a flutter kick in the air, and that's how like Yoshi, flutters. It's kind of just like that, but you're Mario doing it. I mean, and I know why they did that, because the 3D worlds are so they concentrate so much on the 3D environment. When you're trying to hit every platform in the 3D environment, you kind of misjudge your jumps a lot. And I found myself dying over and over again in certain levels not because it was hard, just because I kept misjudging the jumps because of the 3D. And that's what really bothered me the most, is the fact that they keep track of how many times you die in the main menu. They're like lives lost, and then it's shows you how many times you died. And it's kind of funny when you look at it because it's like, man, I really died that many times, because you really don't think about it because you're having so much fun. And they really just throw extra lives at you like crazy. I mean, lives don't even matter in this game. I mean, you get so many coins, so many extra lives. I mean, right now I think I got almost 200 lives. I mean, yeah, really. I mean, normally in a Mario game, once you hit 99, you get maxed out. Not in this game. It just keeps going and going and going. I think the maxed out is 1,000 and something, or it's something like that. But it's pretty wild. So really, lives don't matter. Probably if you got a game over screen, it'd probably just be like every other Mario game where you don't even start all the way over. You start right back off where you left off, so lives really don't even probably matter in the game, which is kind of disappointing, you know. Back in the old days, Mario, with the lives, you die, you start all over again. There's really no challenge in the Mario games these days. You know, they're still fun, but lives really don't matter, it seems, and it's really disappointing. So, okay, guys, the levels are short, and I was really disappointed because I got to World 8 really fast, and I found myself playing the game, and then I'd be like, okay, you know, that's enough. I don't want to beat the game already. You know, I just bought the game. I don't want to beat it already. But once you get to World 8 and you beat Bowser, the game's not over yet. The fun has just begun, which is really good. You know, I mean, you actually go, I don't want to give anything away, but the game's not over yet. And the game is technically probably only half over, which really was a pleasant surprise to me. Because I was bummed out when I was playing that. When I was playing World 8, I was thinking, if I do not unlock something after World 8, I'm going to be so pissed right now. And then, to my surprise, you know, I unlocked something, and I was like, yes, you know, I finally got some more hours of gameplay here. So just keep that under your hat. Even though you beat World 8, the game's not over, and there's still a lot more fun ahead. There are comet coins or star coins, whatever you want to call them in this game. There's 3 per world, and they're really easy to find this time around. Normally, like in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, some of those were really hard to get, but a lot of these are easy to get. Some of them, the reason why they're hard to get is because they're kind of like, you don't see them. They're kind of like outside the world, you know, like in the 3D environment. So they're kind of just hidden really well, but they're not really challenging to get. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, some of them were like hard to get. Like you could see them, but they were hard to get. You know what I mean? These ones, pretty easy. The ones that you can't get, you probably can't get them because you don't see them. You probably just, you know, you walk right by them, you don't see them because they're hidden pretty good. So some are challenging just because they're hidden. But as far as once you find out where they are, they're really, really simple to get. But guys, they're really fun. There's also another, they use a mode in here. You can use the Street Pass feature to where there's like these mystery boxes. It's like these little 10-second games that you jump in a box. There's a few enemies you can beat up, and there's some coins, and then that's how you can get some more comet coins or star coins or whatever. And if you actually walk by someone on the street, and you can use the Street Pass feature, and you guys can swap boxes, and you guys can share, you know, item boxes that way. So I think that's kind of cool. And for people like me that really don't get to use the Street Pass feature, because where I live, not too many people own a 3DS, and I can't really use the Street Pass feature. You can literally, a lot of people don't know this, you can go back to each world, like World 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, I believe. You can go back to those worlds, and because they all have like a mystery box, and you can go back and it's awake again. You can actually go back in and they're new levels. A lot of people don't know that. You can literally go back after you beat the mystery boxes, you know, later in the game, and there's more that you can unlock. So that's pretty cool. So I guess you can actually eventually end up playing all the mystery boxes without actually using the Street Pass. At least that's my assumption. But all in all, the game is lots of fun. I kind of like how they went back to the old school way of jumping on the flagpole at the end. And if you get to the top of the flagpole, you make a gold flag appear. And, you know, you're going to want to do that on every level if you're really, you know, keen on getting 100% in the game. Because I think you need to get a gold flag on every level of the stage to get one of the stars by your name on your main file. But all in all, the game's lots of fun. I really do highly recommend it, especially now that I know that I'm only like, you know, I'm probably like 75% done with the game. I already beat World 8, and that's as much as I'm going to say. And the extra part of the game, I actually pretty far in that too, and I'm collecting all the star coins. I probably got 15 hours in on the game. And I know a lot of people think that's not too much if I said I'm 75% complete with the game, but like I said, it's a shorter game. It's not the longest Mario game that you're ever going to play. And it's not the shortest Mario game out there either, but I kind of really do wish it was a lot longer, but hey, it's still fun. The 3D gets old after a while. I find myself turning the 3D off because it messes with my eyes, and I constantly keep dying over and over again in certain levels because I keep misjudging my jumps because of the 3D environments. That's my only complaints with the game. Like I said, the downfalls of the game, I think, is they kind of overuse the 3D a little too much to where you die for no reason just because you misjudge your jumps. Everyone has a tail, and it kind of gets like old after a while. What I love about the game is the graphics are real stunning. I think it really pops It's really cool playing a Mario game that looks this good. I mean, especially on a handheld. The music is cool. The way it controls is kind of neat. I really don't like the side jumps because in normal side jump, like when you side jump with Mario in the older games, Mario could jump pretty high, but this one it seems like he doesn't jump as high. The way you do when you hold down the L button, he does like a somersault. Before you didn't have to do that, you just held down like the B button or the Z button, and Mario would just do a somersault. This one, you actually got to hold it down, almost just like in Super Mario Brothers 2, like when you held down to do like a super jump. It's kind of just like that, which is weird. To do like the dive attack, you got to hold in L and B at the same time as you're running, which is kind of odd as well. But you get used to it. It's not, that much to get used to. You still have the ground pound where you can jump, push the L button, you can do a ground pound. So, most of the moves are about the same, but it's a little different. It's a little, getting used to. If you're a big Mario fan, you played all the Mario games, you probably will get used to it within, like, just a minute or so. So it's not like, Another big complaint I have is they took away the triple jump. You can no longer like do 3 jumps in a row and do the triple jump, which is a big bummer. I loved zooming through a level, especially when you know how the level's all laid out, and you can really look like a pro. I mean, you can jump, do a triple jump, and it just looks awesome, like Mario doing that acrobatic stuff. It's like they kind of took that away in this game. You can't do triple jumps, at least I haven't been able to. If anyone's done a triple jump, comment below and let me know, because I have not been able to pull off a triple jump yet. I mean, to me, I don't think there's a triple jump in the game. So, and that's a disappointment to me. I really do love the Fire Flower. They really do have a Fire Flower where it's like, it almost looks like Galaxy. When you throw the ball, it's like rolling like all badass and looks cool. I really do love the Fire Flower. They do have a new power-up called like the Boomerang. You can get the Boomerang Mario now, where you throw boomerangs, and if you keep jumping over the boomerang as they come back, it'll keep going back and forth, which I thought was kind of cool. You can actually rack up higher points that way. I'm not a big fan of the boomerang. I think it gets old after a while. My favorite power-up, probably the Fire Flower. It always has, probably always will be, because I just love the Fire Flower. The Tanuki tail, I thought right away that you could turn into a statue, because in Super Mario Bros. 3, you can like turn into a statue by pushing up in B or down in B, something like that. You can turn into a statue. This one, I was trying to do it like through the entire game, and I'm like, I can't even do it. What am I doing wrong? So come to find out, you have to end up getting, it's a different Tanuki leaf. It's like, it looks like a stone leaf. And that's, when you got that, that's when you can turn into a statue, which I thought was weird. Because normally, if you're going to stay true to the Tanuki tail, it should fly and it should be able to turn into a statue at any time. For some reason, they kind of split the two. I don't know why they did that, but it works, I guess. But that's pretty much all I want to say about the game, guys. Do I recommend it? Of course I do. It's a Mario game. Am I disappointed with it? At first I was. I thought it was too short, but now that I know that, I'm about, I'm a little over halfway and I got over 15 hours on it, I say by the time I'm actually done with the game, I'll have well over 20 hours on the game, probably closer to 30, because I always replay the levels, and like I say, I've been dying a lot because the 3D really has been messing with me, and so I'll probably have 30 hours or so on the game when I'm completely done with it, which is actually not too bad for the price tag of $40, so I really do recommend it. It's a great fun game. They really did make it like, friendly as far as like it's not too challenging. They just throw extra lives at you like crazy. So, I don't know. It's a fun game, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this like helped you decide whether you wanted to buy it or not. Don't be misled. Don't think that I don't love the game, because I really do love the game a lot. I had really high expectations of the game, which is why this review may seem like I wasn't, satisfied with it, but I really am. It's a fun game. Hope you guys all go out and buy it and give it a shot. Super Mario 3D Land is an awesome game, and I highly recommend it. Before I end the video, I do want to show you guys something my sister picked up for me, and it is this new Super Mario Bros. Wii Collector's Puzzle Set. It has 550 pieces. I thought it was pretty cool. I never seen any of these anywhere. Let me know if you guys ever seen any of these anywhere. But, I mean, get a look at that. New Super Mario Bros. Wii 550 piece puzzle set. I think it's pretty cool. I'm debating on whether I'm going to open it up and put it together, or just keep it in the box sealed like this as like a collector's item. I haven't really decided yet. If I put it together, I'll show you guys what it looks like. But Yeah, guys, I thought that was cool. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate it. And that's pretty much all for me right now, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. There'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks again.